Okay, so here's the big reveal. But before we go there, I want to tell you, in the middle of doing this renovation, someone walked in, asked us if we would consider selling, and we said yes. So some of the things that we decided to do were based on what they wanted, not necessarily what we chose. But I can't wait to show you how awesome this looks. Come on, let's look. So wow, what a difference paint makes. Also having the singular color, which was what Rachel wanted us to do, and one of the glitches we had, she wanted the color of the walls to be the same color as the ceiling. And somehow there was a miscommunication, and the painter said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I painted it white." And we went with it. We had to do some negotiation on pricing, but that's one of the differences you'll see of what Rachel had suggested versus what we had. I love the way this all looks. One of my favorite things are the French doors. If you remember, this had an interesting doorway. We ended up putting in French doors. And we also ended up in this room putting in lighting because there was no lighting in the ceiling. The person who bought the condo, this townhouse, wanted this color fan. They also made a decision that they wanted doorknobs to match the fan. So that's why we have a different color doorknob on this door than on this side, which is what's throughout the rest of the condo and townhouse. Again, that's a good example of there are many looks for many people. On the fireplace, what we did is we left the marble just as it was. On the mantle, we made it just like all of the molding. It is a white semi-gloss. As you may remember or have seen, it had gold in each of these little, what I'm calling thumbprints throughout. So this just makes it a cleaner look, and I think really pops the mantle. One of the places I decided to spend a little bit of extra money was on vent covers, either for air conditioning or the air conditioning vent over here. Also on the covers for all the lights and the switches. It just made everything feel cleaner. We did not put in new switches or new plugs. The new owner has said he is going to do that. The other thing that's great is we're gonna turn around and look at the kitchen. I mentioned we wanted to possibly take the wall out. Wow, what a difference this makes. Decided to go with a butcher block countertop. We brought it down just a little bit so that it was more at the true bar height. The contractor did a great job finishing all the way around so that we have some good detailing and that it's strong. But just taking this column out and opening this small space up really makes a big difference here. Another thing the new owner wanted to do was put in this thin profile lighting. Now, it wasn't what I thought I would like, but what I do love about it is that it doesn't feel so claustrophobic. For me, having the fan in here really brought the ceiling down. The new owner also wanted to have LED lighting wherever he could, so you'll see a difference in some of the lighting that we have in the home now. We redid the lighting below and above, and it really just gives some great ambiance here. When we were trying to decide what we wanted to do in terms of originally making changes in this place, we talked about we were gonna paint all of the cabinets. When the gentleman came in and said, "Would you sell it?" It was, I'm not gonna change it because he wanted it just as is. So we did not make any changes. So I thought also that I would definitely change the countertops, and we did not do that. When we put the butcher block in, I had to buy it as a big piece, and so this piece was sawed off. And when I did that, I had some extra wood, so I'm leaving it here so that they have a cutting board to match their countertop. So in all the closets, we did take out wire shelving and we put in wooden shelving. We felt it gave it a more custom look, and also over time, I do think the wire shelving becomes sticky, and I love that we can just use this and it's permanent and will be wipeable and easy to use all the time. So while all of the paint on the wall is a satin and one color, all of the molding, both whether it is railing, foot molding, any molding, was done in a semi-gloss and done in white and a different color to really make it pop. You'll see that throughout, both in the fireplace and in all the trim and all the doors. In the laundry room, the only thing we did was painted the walls, again, the same color as every place else in the place, and put in the wooden shelves. Okay, so this is the master bedroom, and again, the color is consistent throughout this home. One of the glitches we had, besides the ceiling color, is that the fan broke when they were reinstalling it. So we had to buy a new fan. You know, life happens. It wasn't a big deal, and we're lucky there were just a few glitches. Really in here, we ended up not doing a lot because we just painted. The only thing we did do is come into the closet, take out the wire shelves, and added what looks like a custom shelf to the closet. In the bathroom, the only thing we ended up doing was changing the mirror and painting. There was stencil along the top of the wall. Now it's one color and it looks very clean and fresh. We did not even change the color of the cabinetry or the pulls. Again, we had a great relationship with the buyer. He chose the mirror and wanted to leave everything as it was. Even in the linen closet, I did the wood shelves to give it a custom look. And I think they look great. I made them as wide as I could so you had more space. Moving into the second bedroom, again, this room did not have any overhead light, so we put lighting in here. It was not that expensive, and the person buying it chose the light fixture. And the only other thing we did was to add shelving that looks like a custom shelf in here. And in the bathroom, again, we just painted. The new owner chose the new mirror. And you don't see any hardware for towels, etc., because he has decided that he wants to put those on himself. So all in all, we are thrilled with the way this place turned out. We were also really lucky. Just a few glitches, but also a great buyer who came to us and asked, would we sell? And we had a good relationship. Yes, we've had to delay the closing a few times, but that happens. So is this a flip? No, we've had it a while, but it was a fun project and something I would absolutely do again. A number of my designer friends have said, spend some money in places you wouldn't think of because it'll add to the value of the home. We did that, like these French doors. It really made the place look great and opening up the kitchen. If you have any questions, let us know. Be sure to subscribe to TheHome.com. Hope you've enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.